Yes,
we
we
go
can.
next?
We have a wonderful writer and director, Lana Wachowski, and she's really written a beautiful, beautiful script, inspiring. It's another version of a kind of call to wake up and entertain, some great action, and all will be revealed.
Come on.
Hey everyone, and welcome to What Did I Miss?, where today I will be sharing the plot and some other details about the upcoming Matrix film, which will be the fourth installment in the franchise. This movie has been kept under a lot of secrecy and at this time does not even have a trailer, but from what I have heard, we will be hearing a lot of official details very soon. These leaked details come from a source that has gotten similar scoops like this correct in the past, such as the plot of the Godzilla vs. Kong movie before a trailer was even released, and I have also heard these details confirmed on other sites as well. So I'm pretty confident with sharing this information with you now, but let me know in the comments if you think this is true or not. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Eric and here I discuss sci-fi news as well as break down other series and films. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not yet. If you are a subscriber and want to be entered to win this 6-disc Blu-ray set of all the Alien movies, stick around to the end of the video and I will share the details then. I want to be very clear that while I was given a full movie leak that included the ending, I will not be sharing anything that I consider a spoiler here. I don't want to ruin the movie for you, so anything I share will be done in a broad stroke fashion, and if I gloss over something, there's probably a reason for it. But if you do have any specific questions, hit me up in the comments and I'll put a spoiler warning on my response so no one has to hear it if they don't want to. Okay, so the first thing you want to know is that the film will be titled Matrix Resurrections and will be released on December 22nd, 2021 in theaters as well as on HBO Max. As far as when a trailer will be released, I wouldn't be surprised if it is attached to one of Warner Brothers' big upcoming releases, like the sequels to Space Jam and Suicide Squad. The film has just been test screened, which is where this leak comes from, so that would make it seem like it would be close to finished. Warner Brothers also has Dune coming out in October, but that is only 2 months away from the release date, and I think they would want to generate some more hype. Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jada Pinkett Smith, Lambert Wilson, and Daniel Bernhardt are all returning to play the characters they played in the original trilogy, while joining the cast will be Jessica Henwick, Neil Patrick Harris, Christina Ricci, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Jonathan Groff. This movie takes place in the now 7th iteration of The Matrix, as well as the real world, in which 60 years have passed since the third film in the series, Revolutions. Neo and Trinity were both saved or resurrected by the machines after the events of that film, and both were put back into the Matrix after it was rebooted. However, both do not remember the events of the film series and have lives in this new iteration, in which Neo as Thomas Anderson is a video game developer and Trinity is a suburban housewife. Thomas Anderson actually works for Warner Brothers and Christina Ricci plays his boss there. While he does not remember being Neo completely, he does have flashes or dreams about the events, and at one point in the film has to be talked down from jumping off a building like we saw him do in the first Matrix film. The person who talks him down turns out to be the main villain of the film, and that is the character The Analyst, played by Neil Patrick Harris. Again, this isn't a spoiler, as the audience will be aware of what this character is doing, even if the characters in the film are not. The Analyst is a rogue program, similar to the one seen in the third Matrix film, and is interested in taking over the Matrix, as well as the world outside. To do this, he is recruiting other rogue programs, similar to what the Merovingian was shown to be doing, but instead of living in the shadows, he is using them to gain power. He knows how powerful Neo is, and is trying to keep him from remembering and thus regaining his power. There are even times in the film in which Neo believes that he has died and is in some sort of purgatory, but still sees flashes of Trinity even though he has never even met her. At some point in the movie, they cross paths and this starts to trigger even more memories in him and also triggers memories in Trinity. The new characters in the movie are involved in a story that seems very similar to the plot of the original film. The movie reportedly starts with a character named Bugs, played by Jessica Henwick, running away from some agents. It turns out that one of these agents goes by the name Morpheus, but it is not Lawrence Fishburne. Morpheus was rebooted with The Matrix, and it will be explained in the movie how he is returned with a new face and will be played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. I know this sounds weird, but it sounds a lot like another character this actor played in the series The Watchmen, in which he was the character Dr. Manhattan that was originally played by Billy Crudup in that movie. So if you watch that show, then you understand that they are trying to do something similar here with the Morpheus character. Morpheus eventually starts to remember his memories from the prior movie as well, and joins the Bugs character on her journey to find the One, similar to how the first movie started with Trinity looking for Neo. Agent Smith will also be returning in this movie, but like Morpheus, he will be played by a younger actor. Jonathan Groff will be playing a version of Agent Smith more similar to that of the first film, in which he does not have all the powers that we saw in the future films. His involvement was not super clear in the leak, but it sounds like he may start out by helping the analyst as another rogue program he recruits and then turns on him. His character was also recreated in The Matrix during the reboot in similar circumstances to how Morpheus was able to return. Honestly, from what I heard of what the movie gives as a reason for this, it sounds like the original script was written with Morpheus and Agent Smith, and when they couldn't get the actors to reprise the roles for this movie, they just added a MacGuffin to keep them in there. But in this movie, Agent Smith will be hunting Neo and will be much more powerful than him, since Neo spends the whole movie trying to remember who he is. There is a fight scene between them in the middle of the film that is supposed to be pretty good, but I wouldn't expect anything like we saw in the second or third film, because again, Neo doesn't have his powers. The Merovingian is also working with Agent Smith, but the train conductor and Persephone, played by Monica Bellucci in the prior films, are not reportedly in this movie. There are also scenes in Zion, and that is where we see Niobe, played by Jada Pinkett Smith. As this is 60 years in the future, it will be explained that Morpheus died of old age, and that the Niobe character will be aged to reflect this passage of time. It doesn't sound like too much happens in Zion during this film, and it is more of a setup for future films. The only character I have news about that I was not able to confirm in this leak was the character of the Oracle, which I have heard will be played by Priyanka Chopra, but that could be inaccurate. Besides that last bit, everything I shared I was able to triple confirm, so let me know in the comments, what do you think of the storyline? The two common criticisms I've heard online from people who have been to test screenings is that it is contrived and woke, which I don't understand how something can be repetitive and progressive, but that is what people are saying. My opinion is that if this is what the movie turns out to be, it may seem a bit familiar to fans of the first film. I know that seems to be the formula with franchises releasing new movies after going decades without a new release, but I guess I'm just hoping for more from The Matrix. These films were known for pushing the boundaries of what a story like this could be, and for it to regress into itself would be disappointing. Even one of the creators of the Matrix franchise, Lily Wachowski, who was not involved in this film, said the idea of making a reboot of The Matrix was a repelling idea due to the persistent fan service used to promote these films. There are a lot of actors in this film that I like, so I'm hoping that all this new blood makes the film seem fresh, and I do love these characters and I'm anxious to see the next chapter. But I hope that the movie adds to the mystique of the lore and does not take anything away from it. Well, that is my plot and character breakdown of the new Matrix film Resurrections, so don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think of it. And remember, if you want to be entered to win this 6-film Blu-ray box set of all the films in the Alien franchise, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then check out my new channel WDIM Plus and subscribe there too. On this channel here, named What Did I Miss?, I cover sci-fi properties like The Matrix, Alien, and Star Trek, but on WDIM Plus, I cover everything else that I like. So be sure to check that out and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. I am really close to hitting 1,000 subscribers on my second channel, which would get me monetized there too, so I really appreciate it if you could check it out. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time on What Did I Miss?